We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 319. Hey, can.
Fields going to throw right away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
19. EQ. No mas.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Jets at 5-11 on the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Fields. And this one complete to Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd down at 13.
Hey, 551. Here we go. Angel. Go.
Now it's Fields. He finds Taylor, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that'll throw incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Howell. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They try again with Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get three as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Up the middle, here's Lewis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
They toss right to Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Now Howell. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
First down. First and goal, Cleveland.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now a toss play to Lewis. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, it didn't work there. Are you okay with that play call? First and goal from this far back, trying to get it to the outside.
I am. They feel like they've got a little bit more room there to operate. What they were counting on is picking up a few yards and keeping the playbook open for the next down going forward. Instead, they've changed everything. Now they have to only go in one direction. That's likely throwing the ball.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Howell, third and goal. Under pressure, and second on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jermaine Johnson tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Yeah, that's the last time.
Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not much happening on the return.
So we just turn on that speed grounds formation every play.
The Browns drive about to get started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Powell down to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Browns.
Here we go, shot.
Powell. Right back to Njoku. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now, because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
On the left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jet 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Throwing here, Howell. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Fields throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's Howe with another throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down, Brown.
Howell changing the play here. Now Lewis here on first down. And that will open up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howe, he'll look to throw it. Dumps it off to Lewis. And out of bounds right around the 20. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Howell from the gun. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Howell. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
And once more, Howe back to the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Howell out of the shotgun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Bates' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people.
Here we go. 5:51, go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. In motion goes the tight end. Lewis between the tackles. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this
Bates
drive. We all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Out, let's go. Here we go. Green 19, that's not. 11.
Fields changing the play.
Hey, Ken. All right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find his man. That's Tanner again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Fields. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tightrope. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Good. 551. Chips left. Hey, can. Nelson. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, can. Here we go. Right.
Fields now to throw. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll get this to about the 48.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4 quarters, ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Howell. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Jets have taken a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Powell. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Howell. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
And the Browns, first down. A gain of 26 yards.
Here's Howell.
Browns, first down.
He's got his man London right side.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Powell to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 8 yards out. And the Browns have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
I'm not quite sure what he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Mayday, 222, 222.
All eyes on Fields. This is Smith to the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5:51. Here we go, Scott. Easy. Hey, can. Hey, can. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Nice. No muss.
Here's Fields. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, can.
They'll look to throw. And that will get the off target and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
2nd down, goal to go.
Here we go. 58, who's here's that? EQ! You got a mini base. Why not?
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Next to score, Jets 31, Browns 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's 1st down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.